Hey friends! In this video we're diving into Halifax's food scene with two iconic stops. The historic Five Fishermen and the lively local favorite, Your Father's Moustache.
If you only had a mustache!
As we head into Five Fishermen, we're stepping into one of Halifax's most historic and most haunted buildings. Originally built in the early 1800s as the first free public school in Canada, it later became an art school run by Anna Leowens. Yes, that Anna from The King and I. Eventually, the Snow family turned the building into a funeral home, and that's where things get darker. After the Titanic sank, many of the recovered victims were brought here, and after the Halifax Explosion, so many bodies were processed, they reportedly stacked coffins outside the building. With all that history steeped in tragedy, it's no surprise people say they hear whispers, see shadows, and feel things move on their own. So yeah, dinner here comes with a little extra paranormal flair. So let's talk about what this building is today. Five Fishermen is now a high-end seafood restaurant known for its elegant dining rooms and its fresh maritime dishes. On top of their regular menu, they also offer dedicated vegan and vegetarian menus, which is amazing if you have dietary needs or just want something different. I decided to try the vegetarian menu to see how it stacks up against their classic dishes. Now, a lot of people come here specifically for the oysters. It's kind of their thing, but Mike and I just aren't oyster people, so maybe if we were, we would have enjoyed our experience a bit more. That being said, we did find the prices here to be more on the steeper side. Oh, you want to hear me rant? Are you
ranting?
I'm a little bit ranting right now.
Are you Miko ranting in?
Okay, before we get into my rant, let's talk drinks. Mike ordered the Dirty Blonde wheat beer from Nine Locks Brewing. It's a really light tasting beer, super easy to sip on. You get those classic bready, grainy wheat notes, and then it finishes with the slightly tart, almost acidic little snap. It's a bit bitter, a bit hazy, and has just a touch of hop to round it out. I went with the Batch 1904 apple cider from Brickworks. It's crisp, dry, and a little tart. With fresh apple flavors and a hint of apple pie and citrus, it's light and gently carbonated. But honestly, I found it tasted a little more like an apple concentrated drink more than a typical dry cider.
Now that we're on the topic of Miko ranting in.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were about to get on my side with all... Which I know you already are, but I thought you were like, and another thing. What is with...
No, now that we've brought up Miko ranting in, the Leafs should have Miko ranting in, but instead we have to let Marner walk because he X'd a trade.
Careful with those elbows, dude. Mike went with the Five Fishermen Burger, which comes with AAA Canadian beef, aged cheddar, harissa mayo, applewood smoked bacon, tomato jam, and a scallion celery root remoulade, all paired with shoestring fries. The burger was really juicy, and we both enjoyed the harissa mayo. Mike also loved the unique flavor of the tomato jam. The bacon was thick cut, which Mike enjoys, but it was not nearly cooked enough. The remoulade, honestly, not very memorable, just a mild mustard taste. The sauce combinations were nice, but they made the burger a bit soggy and quite messy to eat. As for the fries, nothing special there, and actually quite a small portion, especially for the price. I went with a tomato and chèvre risotto from the vegetarian menu recommended by our server. It comes with tomato chutney, kale, heirloom tomatoes, and peas. At first bite, the chutney was really nice, but by the second bite, the dish became extremely bland. I tried mixing it all together, but nothing helped. I had to add a lot of salt and pepper just to get some flavor, and it cost the same amount as Mike's AAA burger. This brings me back to my earlier rant. For some context, this was our first day in Halifax, and we didn't want to overspend knowing we had much more planned. Compared to our Newfoundland trip, we've already spent more than expected. We were at a place known for seafood, yet Mike got a burger and I went vegetarian, and both meals left something to be desired. I couldn't justify the price of the lobster mac and cheese, especially since I had one earlier that day that I loved for much less. Even the theming here didn't really impress me. The industrial vibe from random palm trees and elephant artwork didn't feel unique, and the historical potential of the building wasn't really reflected inside. At least that's what I found. For us, this place felt kind of overrated. That said, plenty of people do love it here, so it's definitely a must visit for some, but for us, we're gonna give them a 6 out of 10. Now we're stepping into one of Halifax's most beloved local institutions, Your Father's Moustache. From the moment you walk in, you're hit with a vibe. The walls are covered in photos of all kinds of mustache styles, giving the place a fun, quirky personality. The spot first opened back in December of 1989, when there weren't many hangouts on Spring Garden Road. It started as a small pub by 2 partners, but in 1995 it was bought by a father and son team, who really leaned into turning it into a full-service restaurant. What makes Your Father's Moustache stand out is not just the food, though they have a big solid menu, but also how much they lean into craft beer. They literally have signs that say, "Craft beer lives here." And don't forget their rooftop patio, which dumb us did not know this, but know it now, but it has won Best Patio in Halifax in the Coast Readers poll for years, and silly us decided to sit inside because it was so hot out at this point. Well, now you guys know, which we didn't know. So yeah, this isn't just a pub, it's a Halifax OG full of character, history, and personality. For some context for this dining spot, this was our last night in Halifax, and by this point, we've tried a ton of craft beers, including quite a few from Nine Locks Brewing. So Mike decided to mix it up and go for a cocktail instead, ordering the Purple Haze, which is vodka, blue curacao, lemon juice, Sprite, and grenadine. I was pretty much alcoholed out at this point, so I stuck with a classic ginger ale. Mike said his cocktail was delightful, a really nice blend of sweet and citrus that hit the spot after a long day of tasting our way through the city.
And I actually said delightful.
He actually said the word. Mike ordered the chicken and waffle sandwich, which is a crispy breaded chicken breast on a Belgian waffle with cheddar cheese, chipotle aioli, maple bacon jam, and an over-easy egg. The waffle was crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside, and it held its structure really well. The chicken stayed nice and crispy, and the runny yolk added a rich, creamy sauce, almost like hollandaise. All of the flavors on here complemented each other beautifully. I got the pasta New Orleans made with fettuccine in a Cajun cream sauce with green onions and garlic toast. Normally it comes with blackened chicken and ham, but the server gave me the option of vegan chicken or shrimp to substitute. I went with shrimp. Sometimes with cooked shrimp, the texture can be a hit or miss for me. It can either come out too tough and a little off-putting, or softer and flakier, which is what I prefer. The shrimp reminded me mostly of shrimp cocktail with this dish. Juicy with a nice burst. The sauce was creamy but slightly thin, and the Cajun flavor paired really nicely with the shrimp. The garlic toast was a tad stale tasting, but it was nice for dipping into the sauce. Overall, a tasty dish. We had a really enjoyable experience at Your Father's Moustache. The flavors were solid, the dishes we tried were satisfying, the service was lovely, and the quirky decor gives this place tons of character. For all that, we're giving Your Father's Moustache an 8 out of 10. Definitely a local favorite and a spot we'd happily return to on another visit. Alright friends, that wraps up 2 pretty iconic dining spots in Halifax. We hope you enjoyed tagging along with us as we tried some tasty food, fun drinks, and a little local flavor. Stay tuned because we got plenty more tasty adventures coming your way.